Hi guys, welcome to the podcast episode number 2. I'm your host Jenny, and this podcast is dedicated to my people, Koreans out there who want to improve their English speaking skills and also who want to articulate their thoughts in English, and I hope my videos can help you with that. Today I want to start this video by showing you guys my new nails. I got them done this morning. They're very cute. So this is my first time getting the full-on French nails. But when I got the white part done, the tips done, I found them pretty basic. So I added the gold glitter around the tips, as you can see. And they turned out very festive with this ribbon pendant onto. And I love them. I love fancy, festive, flashy nails. So I'm very happy with my new nails. And also my sister went back from Shanghai, I guess, and she bought that cushion for me, Harry Potter cushion, and also this pen, and I want to unbox this with you guys right now. Yeah, she was supposed to go there with me, but I couldn't go, so she went there with her friend. Yeah, how do I open it? And apparently they're having this collaboration at Miniso. I don't know if they do it in Korea too. I don't even know that we have Miniso in here anymore. But yes, so, oh my god, this is so cute. I feel like I'm gonna cut my finger here, but damn it. How am I supposed to open this? Gosh. You guys know that I'm such a big fan of Harry Potter. My sister's so sweet. It didn't cost her that much, but she was actually very sweet. She thought of me, and that was the biggest gift that she got from the trip to Shanghai. And it's even bigger than hers, so I really appreciate that, you know. Speaking of traveling, my family is actually planning to go to Guam so soon in March, so I'm very excited about that. I was actually very busy planning, and oh yes, finally. Okay, ta-da. Oh my god, I'm not sure about the quality of the pen, but I love the design for sure. I think I should talk holding this in this video today, or maybe I can just put it in my head. What the hell? Why did I do it? I don't know, but oh my god, that looks so funny. But actually that looks okay. Oh my god, is it only me who thinks it's okay? I don't know, I might regret doing this, but I'm definitely gonna insert this in this video. Hope you guys find it funny, because today actually what I want to talk about, oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this, but what I wanted to talk about in this video today is how important it is to be embarrassed in front of people just for you to learn new things. And I'm going to talk about those moments when I felt embarrassed in front of people in terms of English learning, but I think this can be also one of those embarrassing moments. I am deliberately putting myself out there to the public wearing this stupid looking pin on her hair. I did it for a good reason. So yeah, as I said, today's topic is going to be, it's important, guys. It's so important for you guys to be embarrassed. You should be willing to be embarrassed in front of other people in order for you to learn. But before we begin, I also want to tell you that I am going to put this one little corner in this podcast that is called Jenny's Note. And that's where I share the expressions that I learned last week or, whenever in the past. Like if you have followed me on YouTube from like 2019, that's when I started, you would know that I keep these notebooks where I collect some new English expressions and words that I learned from literally anywhere. I have like several notebooks, but I think I never once showed you guys what's inside. Maybe I might have inserted the video clip while I was explaining something, but I've never really shared what's inside. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have plenty of expressions that I've collected over the course of 5-6 years. So this is my diary. On the left of my diary, this weekly part, I write down the expressions that I learned on that day, at least 3, and then I kind of highlight the expressions that I want to remember and use in the future. But if I don't look back at them, it's no use, right? So I think it's also, I am doing myself a favor, I am reviewing these by sharing them with you guys. Hopefully you find them as useful as I did. So I don't know what to share today, but let's just find something on this page. So the first expression that I want to share with you guys today is transactional. I watched a video on Haha Podcast. I sometimes watch this channel. I talked about this on Alex's channel, and I think it's one of the most recent videos. They actually kind of argued about gift giving. And the eldest sister, Evelyn, she thinks that, it just feels too transactional. Giving gifts is better without the list. So I think it's also kind of a thing for us too. For example, if my friend gave me 30,000 won worth of Olive Young gift card, then I feel like on her birthday I need to give her at least 30,000 won worth. And if I give her 30,000 won worth of Paymin gift card, then it's just transaction, right? So this is the context. You can use transactional in that situation. Yeah, it just feels so transactional. Oh my god, it's actually very helpful, isn't it, guys? Let me know in a comment if it's helpful. Otherwise, I won't do it. Just kidding. And this one. We normalize laziness as convenience. Laziness disguises convenience. I think this might be a long story. I might have to make a video talking about this topic because it's also a thinker, it makes you think. Laziness disguises convenience. So we normalize laziness as convenience. What is an example of this? Coupon Eats is a perfect example for this because, just think about your normal days. You get off from work and then came back home. You just want to wind down for the day and you clicked on your phone. You just don't feel like doing anything. You don't want to clean. You don't want to cook. You don't want to do anything. You just want to, disappear and lie down on the bed. And then you click on Coupon Eats. All these delicious foods are speaking to you. And it's just one click away. Everything is just one click away. You click on it and then immediately it's delivered on your doorstep. And I think it's so hard for us to kind of consciously think what it means to us, and I think it's the example of the sentence, we normalize laziness as convenience. And yeah, I think we should be really careful about it. Otherwise we'll be just nothing. Let me know if you guys find these helpful. I wanted to do 3 things, but I'm afraid this video might be too long. I also wanted to ask you guys whether I should put Jenny's note part in the beginning of the video or at the end, because I thought some people might want to just dive right into the topic, or I don't know, other people just want to learn something in the beginning and then enjoy the rest of the video. I think it's very minor, but still want to know what you guys think about it. So please let me know in a comment and let's dive into the topic. I told you guys that I'm going to talk about those moments when I felt embarrassed and learned new things. It doesn't really have to be related to English only, but those are the moments when I found it extremely embarrassed. So I think I'm going to be sharing those moments. You guys don't need to worry about me because I wanted to do this. This is also partly for myself because I've been holding myself back for so long. I don't know where to I want to open up and then be close with someone, but I don't know how. And I think this is a great practice for me. And then also I can sacrifice myself for my subscribers, my dearest subscribers. Am I just the best YouTuber in the world? Sorry. Yeah, so if you find them cringe, it's just better. Why? Because I want you guys to think oh, I feel so embarrassed right now, but I remember Jenny told me that story and she embarrassed herself even more, and this is not as bad as that. I'm okay with that. Okay, let's start with something cute, hopefully. I was in elementary school, I think, and it was one of those holidays, family holidays, and my cousin 언니, 사촌 언니, she's actually very playful and she wants to mess up with other people. She's actually very good at it and she's so freaking hilarious, and that day, I think she wanted to pull a prank on me. She told me we were sitting on the floor in the kitchen in a circle. Me, my cousin 언니, and my cousin 동갑, and my mother. I think four of us, or maybe like grandmother too, just as girls. I remember my mom gave me this bowl of yolks, cracked eggs, and then I was supposed to mix them. But she didn't give me this whisk with me. So I was just sitting there, like blankly looking at them, like, what am I supposed to do? And I think, yeah, my sister, cousin sister sounds so wrong. My 사촌 언니 looked at me and then she went like, 주영아, 그거 손으로 이렇게 하는 거야. Her face wasn't moving. And it sounds so believable. So I was like, really? And then I went to the bathroom. I washed my hands. I came back and I started to mix them with my hands. It's so embarrassing. Okay, so before you judge me, guys, I was in elementary school and I was so dumb. It's just so funny now. And then they go like, what are you doing? And I'm like, no, you told me to do this. But yeah, that was just a prank. And my mom was like, and just her jaw was just like, no. And I remember that scene so vividly. Maybe they don't remember, but it was just a pure shock. And I cannot forget about those moments. It's not like, okay, so I'm not saying that I know how to whisk the yolks now just because of that experience, but my point is you need to be embarrassed in front of other people to learn something new. Oh my God, I feel so dumb now. I may not want to share this with you guys, but I'm going to. Please don't judge me. Yeah, and that was, oh my God, that was so embarrassing. The cousin sister sounded so wrong. I hate this 사촌 언니 title in Korean. Yeah, if you're watching this, I still remember the prank you pulled on me. But thank you for teaching me. Yeah, okay. And I think this story that I'm about to share is going to be the most embarrassing thing ever. Oh my God, I'm already blushing. So this happened pretty recently. This is now related to English. And this happened just several months ago. I went to this 찜질방 with my international friends, me and another Korean oppa and one British guy, one German girl, and one Spanish guy. So we were just five and then we went there. It was just really great. We were having a normal talk and we went into this 불가마. It was super hot. It doesn't have anything to do with the story, guys. I'm just stalling here. But suddenly, just out of nowhere, the song from, what is it, Black Eyed Peas, is it? Let's Get It Started. The song played in my head and I had to sing it because it was stuck in my head for so long. I had to let it out. So I sang it, but I didn't know the lyrics. So I said so loudly though, I went like, let's get retarded. If you couldn't laugh right now because you don't know what retarded means, thank you so much for not laughing. No, I mean, like, I shouldn't thank you. You should laugh at me right now because that's how I learned what that means. I didn't know what retarded mean. And just to save your time, going on the dictionary right now, it means disabled. It's not the same tone with that word disabled. Maybe it's even more derogatory or whatever. Retarded. Let me just search. Yeah, it's definitely very insulting. I sang so loudly, let's get retarded. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. So the other Korean guy, he didn't know it either, so he didn't laugh. But the other three, I mean, the German girl, she's so sweet. She didn't laugh at me. But the other two guys, they went like, what did you say, Jenny? And I'm like, no, why? I was like so baffled. Like, what did I do wrong? What did I say? I didn't even know that it was wrong. And then they explained what that means. And I'm like, no, it's so embarrassing. I'm like, yeah. So that's how I learned the word retarded. Ever since then, I don't use that word. There are so many small everyday moments when I felt embarrassed. These moments happened so many times in my life. That's how I learned new expressions, new phrases. And I once talked about this in a different video of mine, I don't know, a few months back. So it's not as embarrassing as the story that I just shared, but I might as well just share this story anyway for those of you who didn't watch the video. Yeah, so I was in the US back in 2018. I stayed in this house. I did the homestay, and the host and I talked every night, and then she always like asked me, how was your day? What did you do? Where'd you go? One day I went to Venice Canal, and I told her that I went to Venice Canal because it spells Canal. To me, it looked like it should sound like canal. But she genuinely didn't understand what I was saying. Like, Venice what? So I spelled it out for her, like Canal, canal. And then she went like, oh, canal. I remember that scene so vividly, guys. It was so embarrassing. I think it wasn't the situation where I should feel embarrassed because it's just, the word is nothing. But my face went so red. My face felt so hot. I'm like, oh, I cringed so much. And that's how I never forget how to say canal. Oh my God. Yeah. Canal. So those embarrassing moments, up until the retarded incident, this was the most embarrassing moments in my life. But my point is, you need to be embarrassed in order to learn something new. It doesn't have to be English, but I am just giving you English, these situations as examples because that's when I felt the biggest embarrassment in my life. I think because English holds so much meaning to me. So yeah, I was feeling a bit more embarrassed than other people normally would do. So you need to be okay, and you should want to be embarrassed in front of other people. So for example, let's say you're in a situation with your Korean friends and also with your foreign friends. You guys are talking about something, but like there's this moment that you want to say something, but you don't want to say anything wrong. So you hold it back. You think in your head like, oh, I think it might be wrong. I just would rather not say anything because it might come out wrong. So you don't say it. But then one of your Korean friends said the exact same thing that you were going to say. And then it turned out to be so wrong that your foreign friend started laughing at her. And then in your head, you might feel like, whew, yes, oh my God, I dodged the bullet. I saved myself from this embarrassing situation. Oh my God, I feel so sorry for her. But I'm okay. Like, I'm so glad that I didn't say it. But the joke is on you because she actually had learned something from this situation. She might have felt embarrassed, but it's just a fleeting moment, right? It will disappear. Nobody will remember this moment, but she will. And then she will learn the new thing from that experience. But you, because the first emotion that you felt is relieved, your body's immediately relaxed. I don't know how the neuroscience, whatever science works, but you are relieved. Like you are not in an urgent mode to learn something new. You might be able to learn it, but there's a high chance that you will forget about it. So I think you should be okay to be embarrassed in front of other people, and you secretly have to hope other people to laugh at you so that you can learn more things. Also, important thing, in order for these things to happen, in order for you to feel embarrassed, what you have to do before that, prior to that, is to say it. You need to, take your courage and then say it. You need to just face it head on and you will learn. But there also will be these moments where nobody want to fix you because they want to, sometimes people want to be remembered as a good guy, not a bad guy. And even though they clearly know that you did something wrong or you said something wrong, they didn't correct you, but they just yeah. So I think it's also important to find someone who is willing to, or who is brave enough to point out what you did wrong or what you said wrong for your own sake. You need to find those people and surround yourself with those people. I think it kind of relates to the sentence. One of my doctor friends told me this, and it was something like, 내가 있는 이 그룹에서, 내가 있는 이 방에서 내가 가장 똑똑한 사람이면 위험하다, 실패다, 이런 말이었는데 I agree with that because you lose a chance to learn something new. You lose a chance to grow. So yeah, you always need to find someone who's better than you and also who want to correct you for your own growth. And you need to appreciate that. I also want to point out that it's important for you guys to collect those knowledge, or I don't know, in this case, English expressions, so that you don't forget in the future. Like, I know that not every embarrassment is like embarrassment. It's not like always huge. It can be like just embarrassment. This is a small embarrassment. Then there's a high chance that you might forget what you learned in that situation. You know, it's very proportionate to how embarrassed you are in this situation. So before you forget, make sure to write down on somewhere. For my case, I write down on my diary. Sometimes it's just my embarrassment collection. So yeah, well, that's basically it about this video. I don't know how to end the videos, you know. TLDR, maybe I can summarize it for you. And as I said, if you feel like you're about to embarrass yourself, or actually, if you actually did, just remember my story, my R-word story, the return story, just to feel better. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Oh my God. I was going to read my English diary that I wrote in 2019 on my, T story. I think you guys can find it on my T story. Maybe I can read right now before I end, because it's also very embarrassing. I am glad that I kept it on here because it kind of proves that I've worked so hard. I've, put so much effort into improving my English, because it's really embarrassing. Let me read it for you. Can I actually record the iMac page? Screen mirroring, no. Display sound, maybe I cannot. I will just, put it over here or something. It says, I had been staying in Los Angeles, aka LA, since the middle of last September till the middle of last December. 3 months. Okay. Back then, I didn't do any blogs, so now I want to share the most exciting moments of my life I had over there. Not too bad. I didn't post any blogs, I would say now. It could also be good for me to review these things, because then I can refresh my mind with good memories, right? I would just say refresh without my mind. And I'm going to write things both in Korean and English, so it would distract you a little, I believe. But it's okay, we'll be fine. I don't know who she's talking to. This is me. That's one of my favorite moments in Ratatouille. She wrote it here. This is me is the first sentence that Remy, I think it's R-E-M-M-A, no? R-E-M-A. R-E-M-I, no? The man behind me is my father. He was helping me to send baggage. I would say check-in luggage, but send baggage, cute. And hilariously, the man behind my father showed the name of the place where I was heading. Oh, yeah, he was wearing the t-shirt that says LA on the back. I didn't realize it before, LOL. Lol. Yes, I went to LA. It was such a tough time to take the flight for like 13 hours. Not tough time, Jenny. I think this was my first meal I had in the plane, I believe. Why do you believe things so much? Like, oh my God. I think this was my first meal I had in the plane. I mean, it is. Oh, okay. So she was not sure whether this picture is the first meal or not. I think this was my first meal I had on the plane. Okay. I don't know. It's like more than 5 months ago. So my memory has been faded a lot. Makes sense. My memory faded a lot, I would say. Anyway, the food of Korean air didn't make me disappointed, I think. I think I was trying to sound very casual, very colloquial here. I think in the back is necessary, and just the food disappointed me would be enough. It was pretty cool. While I was taking flight, I practiced 100 LS, which I introduced to you guys in practicing my English speaking skills. Oh my God, this is so horrible. And I think I did them more than 8 times. Okay, so there is so many things that I need to fix, but it's cute. It's cute. But yeah, I had those moments. The point of this video is going to be that I am also one of the learners and I am still learning English and I'm still trying to improve my English. And there were these moments where I felt so embarrassed that I wanted to just retreat to my shell. I was just like cringing all the way. And yeah, I hope you guys feel better. And I guess like I want you guys to think that we're on the same boat, not like I teach you. It's like we are learning together. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I feel like I've grown a little more because I was able to talk about this in public. But if you want to save my feelings by any chance, then you can also talk about the moments when you felt embarrassed on the comment section, and I will leave a little heart on it. Yeah, and then other people can also read them. They will, like, oh, we're all the same. We're gonna be like, we're all the same. Yeah. So hopefully. I hope that I'm not the only one who embarrassed myself. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video until the end, guys. I hope you guys have a great day or great evening, great night, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.